Welcome, Cyclone fans, to another broadcast of Cyclone Athletics. It is Tuesday, December 21st, and we're here at Harlan Community High School Gym, where your Cyclones are getting ready to take on the Cardinals from Clarinda. Coming into tonight's contest, the Cyclone girls have an overall record of 5 wins, 3 losses. In conference play, they have 3 wins and 2 losses. Clarinda has an overall record of 3 wins and 6 losses. In conference play, they have yet to register a victory and have 2 losses thus far. Cyclones averaging 54 points a game compared to 40 for the Cardinals. Cyclone pep band under the direction of Mr. Bill Carney is getting finished up. Then we'll get ready to meet the starting lineups for both teams. And then the opening tip. Cyclones are coached by head coach Zach Clausen, assisted by Mark Cohurst and Sam Brummer. On the other side of the bench for Clarinda, they are coached by head coach Connor Hannafin and assisted by Zach Goring and Marilyn Wagner. And now time to meet the starting lineup. Number 10, Lily Merrill, 5'4" sophomore. Well, that's not the person that just got done announcing, so we'll see if they have the wrong. Okay, number 11, Cheyenne Sunderman. She's already out there, a 5'7" senior.
5'7" senior. Number 12, Chloe Straight.
Number 12, Chloe Straight, 5'7" senior.
14,
Number 14, Brooke Brown, 6' sophomore.
22,
Number 22, Amelia Hazy, 5'8" sophomore. And number 30, Taylor Cole, a 5'2" junior. Now for the Cyclones, again 5-3 on the season, coached by head coach Zach Clausen, assisted by Mark Cohurst and Sam Brummer. 5-3 on the season, 3-2 in the conference. And starting for Harlan Community, number 5, Ava Munson. She's a 5'6" sophomore. Number 11, Claire Schmitz, 5'10" senior. Number 23, Reagan Wicks, 5'7" senior. Number 31, Caitlin Linen. She's a 5'8" senior. And rounding things out, number 43, Hannah Sonderman. She's a 5'6" sophomore.
Programming brought to you by these great sponsors: Keast Motors, Cyclone Lanes, Shelby County State Bank, United Bank of Iowa, Holly Jones Funeral Homes, KNOD Radio, Shelby County Farmers Mutual and Century Farm Insurance, and the Peterson Wellness Center and Lewis Family Aquatic Complex.
In the center circle, there is Claire Schmitz, along with number 14, Brooke Brown, getting ready for the tip. And the opening tip is going to go to Clarinda. Cyclones been playing a lot of zone all year. Looks like they're starting out here going a little man-to-man defensively. There's going to be a loose ball recovered by Clarinda. And it's going to be a turnover. We'll keep track of those here tonight. First turnover on Clarinda. Let's see if the Cyclones can turn them over and turn defense into offense. A little 2-3 zone for the Cardinals. Kick out to Munson. Now over to Sonderman. She's going to let a three-pointer go, and Hannah Sonderman gets the Cyclones on the board with a three-point basket. Cyclones lead 3-0. Cyclones got to look out. They've been prone to committing a lot of fouls, and we start off there with not a minute played, and Ava Munson picks up her first personal foul, team's first. Clarinda brings it across the timeline. It gets set up in their man-to-man offense. There's a little dribble penetration. Ball goes out of bounds. It was number 12, Chloe Straight. Clarinda will inbounds on the baseline. Cyclones leading 3-0. Cyclones went 2-3 zone out of the inbounds play and have stayed right in it there. We'll see if they revert back to their man-to-man or stay in that 2-3 zone. One thing is Clarinda only has 13 made three-pointers on the season, so they're not even averaging 2 3-pointers a game. And there's a turnover. Cyclones in transition, and Munson doesn't make the layup, but right there is Reagan Wicks to clean things up. 5-0 Harlan Community. The dribble drive, no good. Going to be rebounded by Wicks. Outlet pass to Claire Schmitz. She puts a shot up, no good. And there's going to be a held ball here, and on the alternate possession arrow. It's going to be Cyclone basketball. Clarinda had the opening tip. Wicks to inbounds to Schmitz, no good. All kind of getting tipped around there, and Caitlin Leinen had a putback that was no good. Clarinda comes away with it. 5:45 left to play in quarter number 1. It's a 5-0 Cyclone lead. Ball getting skipped around, and there's going to be a 3-point basket put up by Leinen that's no good. Rebounded by the Cardinals. We're closing in on 5 minutes and change here in this opening quarter. Again, Cyclones leading the Cardinals 5-0. There's a third turnover by Clarinda. Double dribble is the call. Substitute into the game for the Cardinals, and the Cyclones will bring it across the timeline. Cyclones in their zone offense, and there's going to be a turnover. Turnover on the Cyclones. Shot is up, no good. And there's going to be the second foul on Ava Munson. It's going to send number 22 for Clarinda, Amelia Hazy, to the free throw line for 2 as it was in the act of shooting. She misses the first. She's a 51% free throw shooter on the year. And that's what she shoots there from that trip, making 1 of 2. And the score is Cyclones 5, Cardinals 1. Aubrey Schwiezow into the lineup now for Ava Munson as she went out with 2 fouls. And Reagan Wicks hits a 3-point basket, and the Cyclones now lead 8-1. Cyclones extending the defensive pressure to a little full court man-to-man. shot is put up, blocked by Claire Schmitz, and the Cyclones are off in transition. Layup attempt by Aubrey Schwiezow is up, no good. Cyclones missed a couple layups now. Now they commit a foul. Foul is going to be called on Hannah Sonderman. Hannah Sonderman, excuse me. That's her first personal foul. Team's third. Clarinda getting it across the timeline. Shot is up, bounces around, hits every part of the rim, and is good. That was number 30, Taylor Cole with the basket. 8-3, and there's another Cyclone turnover. And in transition, Clarinda bounce pass to number 12, Chloe Straight. And it's 8-5. 3.5 minutes to play in quarter number 1. Cyclones with the lead. Sonderman with it, gets it over to Wicks. Wicks puts up a 3, no good. And Wicks is going to be able to try and chase down the rebound. They're going to say last touched by Straight from the Cardinals. Cyclones again getting set up in their zone offense. Ball goes inside to Claire Schmitz. She puts a shot up, no good. Gets her own offensive rebound and is fouled. Foul is going to be called on number 12, Chloe Straight. That's her first personal foul. Team's first, and there's going to be a timeout on the floor called by Coach Hennepin and the Cardinals. We want to take this opportunity to thank our fine sponsors for making this live broadcast come to you folks at home, as well as some later rebroadcasts. Those businesses being Keast Motors, Cyclone Lanes, Shelby County State Bank, United Bank of Iowa, Polly Jones Funeral Home, KNOD Radio, Shelby County Farmers Mutual and Century Farm Insurance, and Peterson Wellness Center and Lewis Family Aquatic Complex. So, again, thank you to those businesses for sponsoring Cyclone activities. Out of the timeout, it is 8-5 Cyclones. 3 minutes to play here in quarter number 1. Wicks from the corner puts a shot up, no good. Rebounded by Sonderman, kicks it out to Schwiezow. Cyclones are going to regroup here. Sonderman puts up a wild shot, no good. Cyclones come away with a rebound. Going to set things up and balance the floors. We're under 3 minutes now to play. Cyclones again leading 8-5. Cyclones get the ball up to the high post. That's a third turnover for Harlan Community. 3-point shot up from the corner, no good. Rebounded by Sonderman. Ball goes into Claire Schmitz. Claire Schmitz puts a shot up, but is fouled, so she's going to go to the free throw line. Foul is called on number 2, Jersey Knight for the Cardinals. Second team foul, first on Knight, and it's going to send Claire Schmitz to the free throw line for 2. Claire's a 46% free throw shooter on this season, and that one is good. 9-5 Cyclones. That one is good. Claire goes 2 for 2. The Cyclones lead 10-5. Clarinda getting their man-to-man half-court offense set up. Nice little look across from high to low. The bounce pass went off number 14, Brooke Brown's toe, out of bounds, but then touched by the Cyclones. So possession will stay with Clarinda. There'll be another turnover on the Cardinals, their fourth. And it's going to be a foul. Reagan Wicks count the basket. Foul is going to be on number 11, Cheyenne Sunderman. That's her first personal, third team. Wicks to the free throw line. 67% free throw shooter is good. She converts on a three-point play with a field goal and made free throw. 1:59 left to play in quarter number one. Cyclones lead 13-5. Cyclones back on defense. Clarinda trying to attack and break it down. There's another Clarinda turnover number 5. Linen with the basket in transition. Caitlin with 2 points. Cyclones lead 15-5. Cyclones still back in their man-to-man defense. Clarinda in trouble. There's number 22, Hazy, picked up her dribble, and there's going to be a foul. Foul whistled on the Cyclones. Number 11, Claire Schmitz. It's her first personal, team's fourth. Clarinda at inbound on the baseline. There's going to be another turnover on Clarinda. Turnover number 6. See if the Cyclones can turn defense into offense here with this possession. Ball goes inside to Claire Schmitz, puts a shot up and good. Claire Schmitz, 4 points on the night. Cyclones lead 17-5 as we go under a minute to play in quarter number one. There's going to be another turnover. Cyclones man-to-man defense causing some havoc, and Hannah Sonderman with the steal and layup. 19-5, Cyclones lead. See if they can get one more turnover here in the last 30 seconds of quarter number one. Shot is blocked by Schmitz. Claire Schmitz puts a runner up, no good. And there's, I don't know if they're going to call a foul or just a ball tipped out of bounds. Ball tipped out of bounds is what they are going to call. Possession will stay with the Cardinals. 6 seconds left. A shot at the buzzer goes up and no good. So that's going to bring us to the end of quarter number one, where the Cyclones lead the Cardinals 19-5. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be back with second quarter action of play. You're watching Cyclone basketball on HLTV, channel 15.
Programming brought to you by these great sponsors: Keith Motors, Cyclone Lanes, Shelby County State Bank, United Bank of Iowa, Holly Jones Funeral Homes, KNOD Radio, Shelby County Farmers Mutual and Century Farm Insurance, and the Peterson Wellness Center and Lewis Family Aquatic Complex.
Welcome back, Cyclone fans. Getting ready for second quarter action of play. Cyclones lead the Cardinals 19-5 after 1 quarter of play. Shot goes up, no good. And someone's standing on the baseline. They're going to say Ava Munson was on the end line when she made contact with the ball, so the possession will stay with Clarinda. Clarinda had 7 turnovers in that opening quarter. Cyclones had 3. Cyclones a perfect 3 of 3 from the free throw line. There's a block shot by Claire Schmitz. Reagan Wicks with the runner. And Reagan Wicks with the basket. Foul is going to be called on number 2, jersey 9. That's her second personal foul. Send Wicks back to the free throw line, and that's good. Wicks 2 for 2 from the free throw line. She's got 8 points. Cyclones lead 22-5. 7.5 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. Pull-up jumper, no good. Rebounded by Sisson inside. Shelby Sisson out there for Harlan Community. Ball gets kicked out to Munson. Munson's going to put up a 3. That's no good. Substitutes into the contest for the Cardinals. Cyclones still in their man-to-man defense, working out pretty good for them here tonight. Creating some turnovers, and there's a foul. Reagan Wicks whistled with the personal. It's her first, team's 5th. Ball goes up to the high post for the Cardinals. Shot up, no good. Rebounded by Harlan Community. Cyclones off and running in transition. Shot put up by Wicks, no good. Cyclones putting some pressure on in the backcourt. That was number 30 kind of dribbling through all that traffic, and she gets all the way to the basket. Scores the layup, and it's 22-7 in favor of Harlan Community. 3-point shot up by Shuizao, no good. Turnover then off the rebound. There's going to be a timeout as number 30 was caught in the corner there. Taylor Cole with nowhere to go. So eluding the 5-second call. Coach Connor Hannafin calls a timeout to save the possession. Cyclones with the lead, 22-7. Cyclones have led the entire way here. Leading so far, Reagan Wicks with 11 points. Four different people in the scoring column for the Cyclones. Hannah Sonderman with 5, Caitlin Leinen with 2, and Claire Schmitz with 4 at this point. Cyclones a perfect 4 of 4 from the free throw line and have caused 7 turnovers on the Cardinals. Exactly 6 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. Again, 22-7 is the score in favor of Harlan Community. There's going to be another turnover. So the Cardinal dribbled it off her toe. Layup up good by Ava Menson. She gets into the scoring column. Cyclones lead 24-7. Cardinals spreading their man-to-man offense here. Get the ball up to the high post. Ball gets tipped out of bounds by Reagan Wicks. Cyclones really have a height advantage out there, except for number 5, Sage Howard. She's 6 foot. There's another turnover on the Cardinal. Reagan Wicks is going to set things up for the Cyclones. Ball gets skipped across to Munson. Ball goes inside out. Cyclones trying to get the Some post touches to make that zone collapse and then kick out to one of the shooters. Dribble penetration. Cyclones turn it over there. 3-point shot up by Clarinda. That's no good. Four and a half minutes to play. Cyclones still with the lead, 24-7. Ball gets skipped to the corner. Aubrey Schwiezow is going to put up a three. That's no good. Rebounded by Ava Munson. She gets to Sisson. Score the basket. Shelby Sisson with the field goal. Sisson, the 12% free throw shooter. We'll go to the free throw line to try and convert a 3-point play. Substitutes into the game for both squads, and we're ready for Sisson and her free throw attempt, and that's up no good. Baseline jumper is good by number 22, Amelia Hazy for Clarinda. 4 minutes to play, 26-9. Cyclones with the lead. Clarinda now across the timeline with it. There's going to be a little bobbled ball, and she's in trouble. That did go off the Cyclones. Going to went off Bryn Clausen there. Possession stays with the Cardinals. Three-point shot up is no good. Going to be a held ball. And on the alternate possession arrow, that's going to favor the Cyclones. Wicks with it across the timeline. Get the zone offense set up. Shelby Sisson with it, gets it to Claire Schmitz. The interior defense pretty good there for the Cardinal, but Schmitz powers it up and scores the field goal. Schmitz now with 6 points, and the Cyclones lead 28-9. Shot goes up. They're going to call a travel. That's the third turnover of the quarter. 10th of the half for Clarinda. Now Clarinda's going to extend their defense into some full court pressure. Claire Schmitz puts a shot up, no good. Gets her own offensive rebound, no good. And then it's going to be touched by Clarinda out of bounds. Cyclone basketball on the baseline. Wicks to inbound for the Cyclones. Claire Schmitz puts a shot up, no good, but last touched by Clarinda. They didn't know if they should save it or leave it alone, but they did make contact with it, and it goes out of bounds. So possession does stay with the Cyclones on the baseline. Sonderman's going to put up a three-pointer, no good. Rebounded by Clarinda. And then there's going to be a steal. Lynn Wicks makes the bucket. (30-9) is the score in favor of your Cyclones as we close in on 2 minutes to play. Well, there's going to be a foul, I think, on Claire Schmitz. She kind of tripped Taylor Cole. Taylor Cole's going to go to the free throw line. She is a 76% free throw shooter. Cole will have 2 free throws. And the first one is no good. Substitutes into the contest for both teams, and we're going to get ready for Taylor Cole to shoot her second of 2 free throws here. And that was up and good. Cyclones 30, Cardinals 10. Just under 2 minutes to play in the first half. Ball goes inside to Linen and is turned over by the Cyclones. Their 5th turnover of the night. Shot put up by number 2, Jersey Knight. She is fouled by the Cyclones. Shelby Sisson, that's her first personal foul. Jersey Knight to the free throw line for 2 as it was in the act of shooting. That first one is up no good. Knight, a 46% free throw shooter on the year thus far. And the second was up and good. 30-11, Harlan Community with the lead. Minute 30 left to play in the first half of this Hawkeye 10 matchup. Three-point shot up and good by Caitlin Linen. She's got 5 points. Cyclones lead 33-11. Cyclones still in their man-to-man defense. Low running shot there by Cole that's no good. And that's going to be an offensive foul called on Bryn Clausen. .49 seconds left to play in the half. Cyclones leading 33-11. Cyclones back in their man-to-man defense. A little bounce pass from block to block, and that is number 14, Brooke Brown with the bucket. 30 seconds left to play in the half. Cyclones leading 33-13. Into Sisson, she misses it. That's Hannah Sonderman getting the rebound. Cyclones putting some defensive pressure in the backcourt. Cyclones finally come away with it, get it to Reagan Wicks. Reagan Wicks scores the bucket. And that's going to get us to halftime, where the score is Harlan Community 35, Clarinda 13. We'll be back with some halftime stats and second half action of play. You're watching Cyclone Basketball on HLTV, Channel 15.
Programming brought to you by these great sponsors: Keast Motors, Cyclone Lanes, Shelby County State Bank, United Bank of Iowa, Holly Jones Funeral Homes, KNOD Radio, Shelby County Farmers Mutual and Century Farm Insurance, and the Peterson Wellness Center and Lewis Family Aquatic Complex.
Welcome back, Cyclone fans. Getting ready for second half action of play here from Harlan Community High School Gym. Cyclones leading 35-13 on the scoreboard. Cyclones led after one quarter 19-5 and then outscored Clarinda 8 in quarter number 2. Unofficially for the Cyclones, Reagan Wicks with 15, Claire Schmidt 6, Caitlin Leinen 5, Hannah Sonderman 5, Shelby Sisson with 2, and Ava Munson with 2. Cyclones forced 11 turnovers in that first half, and there is turnover number 1 of the second half. Turnover number 12 on the Cardinals. Cyclones playing some man-to-man defense here tonight, shifting things up. Been playing a lot of zone this year and getting after it tonight. A different defense and causing, again, 12 turnovers. Little change of zone for Clarinda. They played a 2-3 zone the whole first half, and now they're in a little bit of a 3-2. That's going to be a foul called on Claire Schmitz. The third personal foul on Claire. Third personal for team's first of the second half. This will be a second straight turnover on the Cardinals. See if the Cyclones can turn that into some points here. Ava Munson's going to fire up a deep 3. That's no good. Ran down by the Cardinals' number 11, Sunderman. Cyclones get back. 3-point shot is fired up and no good by number 30, Taylor Cole. Again, Clarinda's only made 13 threes on the entire season. Cyclones back, and now Clarinda back in a little 2-3 zone. Sonderman kicks it out to Munson. Munson with a little runner, and that's blocked by Sunderman, and then a foul on the Cyclones. Foul's going to be called on number 43, Hannah Sunderman, for the Cyclones. That's her second personal foul, team second of the half. 6:45 to play in the third quarter. Cyclones lead 35-13. A runner put up, no good. And they're going to say last touch by Claire Schmidt, so the possession will stay with the Cardinals. Ball goes right back to the inbounder. Shot put up, no good. And the Cyclones come away with the defensive rebound. Munson kicks out to Sunderman. Now Wicks has it from the arc. Three-pointer put up by Reagan Wicks. She's got 18 now. Cyclones lead 38-13. 6 minutes to play. There's going to be a foul called on number 43, Hannah Sonderman. That's going to be her third personal foul. Team's third of the second half. Cole puts up a three-pointer, and that's good. Taylor Cole with a three-point basket. 38-16 Cyclones as we go under 6 minutes to play in this third quarter. There's going to be a turnover on the Cyclones. Now turnover on the Clarinda. Claire Schmitz with it and score the basket. Claire Schmitz, she's got 8. (40-16) is the Cyclone lead. There's be an over and back call on Clarinda. Turnover number 15 as number 2, Jersey Knight enters the lineup for Clarinda. Cyclones set up their zone offense. Three-point shot up by Wicks, no good. Clarinda across the timeline and They're calling a bench warning. Not sure what. Maybe Coach Connor Hannafin might be too far from, I don't know, out of the coaching box or something. So at any rate, we'll continue on playing. Shot goes up, no good. Rebounded by the Cyclones. Claire Schmitz with the basket. She's got 10. Cyclones lead 42-16. Try going inside. That's going to end up being a turnover on the Cardinals. Ball gets kicked out to Hannah Sonderman. She puts up a three-pointer, no good. And there's going to be a timeout. Followed by Clarinda. So 3:54 left to play in the third quarter, and the score is Harlan Community 42, Clarinda 16. And we want to take this opportunity to thank those fine businesses and sponsors for making this live broadcast come to you, as well as some later rebroadcasts. Those businesses being Peterson Wellness Center and Lewis Family Aquatic Complex, Shelby County Farmers Mutual and Century Farm Insurance, KNOD Radio, Polly Jones Funeral Home, United Bank of Iowa, Shelby County State Bank, Cyclone Lanes, and Keast Motors. Out of the timeout, the score is Harlan Community 42, Clarinda 16, with 3:54 left to play in this third quarter. Possession is with Clarinda. Cyclone still in that man-to-man defense. Little drop step move, no good. Munson comes away with the rebound. Cyclones on the offensive attack here. Wicks is going to balance up the floor against the zone defense of the Cardinals. Ball skipped out to Sweezow. Now all of a sudden, Munson goes in for a layup. Ava Munson with the bucket. 44-16 Cyclones. Possession will stay with Clarinda on the sideline. Clarinda running their man-to-man offense here. Trying to break down the Cyclone defense with some dribble penetration. There's a block shot. Claire Schmitz running in transition. That's going to end up being a Cyclone turnover. Their 7th of the night compared to 16 for Clarinda. Jump shot up and good by number 12, Chloe Straight. .44-18 is the score. Wicks with the jumper up and good. Reagan Wicks with the made three-pointer. 5 3-point baskets tonight for the Cyclones. There's going to be a foul. Foul's on Caitlin Linen. Her first personal foul. Team's 4th. Shelby Sisson into the lineup now for the Cyclones. Ball's kicked out of bounds, and possession will stay with the Cardinals. There's going to be a double dribble turnover on Clarinda. Just under 2 minutes to play. 47-18 is the score. Ball goes out of bounds. Cyclone basketball. Shot is up and good by Aubrey Sweezow with the layup. 49-18 Cyclones. Three-point jump shot up, no good. Rebounded by Macy Schmitz. Cyclone's gonna get things set up here. Bryn Clausen's gonna fire up a three, no good. Rebounded by Sisson. Baseline jumper put up by Macy Schmitz. Macy Schmitz scores the baseline jumper. This ball is a scramble on the floor with it. Clarinda is able to come up with it. Jumper from the baseline is up and good. That is number 2, Jersey Knight, with the three-point basket. 25 seconds left to play. 51-21 Cyclones. Ball goes into Shelby Sisson. She puts a shot up, no good. 10 seconds left to play. Clarinda with it across the timeline. Baseline jumper is up and no good. That's going to bring us to the end of quarter number 3. The Cyclones lead the Cardinals 51-21. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be back with fourth quarter action of play. You're watching Cyclone basketball on HLTV, channel 15.
Programming brought to you by these great sponsors: Keast Motors, Cyclone Lanes, Shelby County State Bank, United Bank of Iowa, Holly Jones Funeral Homes, KNOD Radio, Shelby County Farmers Mutual and Century Farm Insurance, and the Peterson Wellness Center and Lewis Family Aquatic Complex.
Welcome back, Cyclone fans. Getting ready for fourth quarter action of play. Cyclones lead the Cardinals 51-21 as we begin the final quarter of play here tonight in this Hawkeye 10 matchup. Clarinda in their 2-3 zone. Cyclones go up to the high post, kick out. Bryn Clausen had a look at a three. Cyclones keep reversing the ball around the perimeter. Now into Claire Schmitz, and that shot is blocked. And shot is good by Bryn Clausen. (53-21) Cyclones. Turnover number 17 on Clarinda, and there's in transition Claire Schmitz with the bucket. She's got 12. Cyclones lead 55-21. There's going to be another turnover steal by Reagan Wicks. Her layup is up, no good. Claire Schmitz, though, is good with the offensive rebound and put back 14 for Clare. The score is 57-21 Cyclones. Coach says timeout on the floor. And again, we want to thank our fine businesses and sponsors for making this live broadcast and later rebroadcast possible to you folks. Those being Keast Motors, Shelby County State Bank, Cyclone Lanes, United Bank of Iowa, Polly Jones Funeral Home, KNOD Radio, Shelby County Farmers Mutual and Century Farm Insurance, Peterson Family Wellness Center, and Lewis Family Aquatic Complex. Out of the timeout, the Cyclones lead 57-21. Will be Clarinda basketball. Things are going to go quickly here, as when there's a 35-point differential in the score, it will be a continuous clock. And there's another steal for the Cyclones. Hannah Sonderman. She scores the basket. She's got 7, and she's going to go to the free throw line for a 3-point play attempt. Clock will stop on free throw attempt, but otherwise it's going to keep running. Sonderman misses the free throw. Goes out of bounds. So after a 35-point differential, the clock keeps running, and at any point in time the score goes down under 25-point differential, then it will again go to normal regulation clocking stoppages. Baseline jumper up, no good. Blocked by Claire Schmitz. Cyclones come away with it. 6 minutes to play, 59-21 Cyclones. There's going to be a foul on Jersey Knight. She fouled Reagan Wicks. Reagan Wicks is going to have 3 shot attempts here. She was shooting a 3-point field goal at the time. Wicks converts on her second one. Let's have a third one here. And that one is up, no good. 1 of 3 was Wicks. Jumper put up by Clarinda, no good. Rebounded by Bryn Clausen, and she gets called for the travel. Clarinda inbounds, 5 minutes and 20 seconds left in this Hawkeye 10 matchup. Cyclones leading 60 to now 23. Sonderman kicks out to Munson. Bryn Clausen's going to put up a 3. No good. Rebounded by Clarinda. The last touch by Clarinda, so it will be a turnover number 20 on the Cardinals. I see Schmitz from the corner puts up a shot and no good. 60-23, Cyclones with the lead. Continuous clock here with 4 minutes left to play. 3-point shot put up no good, rebounded by the Cyclones, and then a foul committed on the Cardinals. Number 2, Jersey Knight. It's her 4th personal foul. Team's 3rd. Ella Ploffman into the lineup now for Harlan Community. Cyclones working around their zone offense. Ball goes into Shelby Sisson, kicked out. 3-point shot up by Sweezow, no good. Rebounded by Clarinda. And there's going to be a foul called on Sweezow. She's going to send Clarinda to the free throw line. Chloe Straight. She'll have a second one as it was in the act of shooting. And that one is up no good. Rebounded by Sisson. Ball getting worked around the perimeter. Ball goes inside to Sisson. And finally a held ball on the alternate possession arrow. It will favor Clarinda. 60-23 is the score in favor of Harlan Community. Their turnover on the Cardinal, turnover number 21 on the night. Clarinda across the timeline with it, just under 2 minutes to play. Foul is going to be whistled on the Cyclones. Number 21, Macy Schmitz. Clarinda to inbounds on the baseline. Jumper from the three-point arc, no good. Rebounded by the Cardinals. That shot is up, no good. Shot is blocked by Savannah Christensen. Ploffman with it across the timeline. Schmitz is going to put up a three-pointer, no good. Rebounded by Erica Rust, and there's going to be a held ball on the alternate possession arrow. It will favor the Cyclones. (60-23) Cyclones. Shot up, no good by Rust. Clarinda with her little running jumper, no good. Kara Kinkle into the lineup now for the Cyclones. And there's going to be another held ball. Possession arrow is going to favor Clarinda. And that's going to bring us to the conclusion of this contest. The Cyclones come away with the victory. 60-23 will improve the Cyclones overall record to 6 wins, 3 losses. And their conference record will now be 4 wins, 2 losses. Will drop Clarinda to an overall record of 3 wins, 7 losses. And in the conference, 0 wins and 3 losses. Cyclones outscored Clarinda 19-5 in quarter number 1, and then also 16-8 in quarter number 2 to take a 35-13 halftime lead. In quarter number 3, the Cyclones again outscored Clarinda 16-8 to take a 51-21 lead after 3 quarters of play. And then in that fourth quarter, the Cyclones outscored Clarinda 9-2 to come away with a 60-23 victory. Scoring unofficially for the Cyclones, Reagan Wicks had 22, Claire Schmitz had 14, Hannah Sonderman 7, Ava Munson 4, Aubrey Sweezow with 2, Bryn Clausen with 2, Caitlin Linen 5, Shelby Sisson 2, and Macy Schmitz 2. This has been Jonathan North on the camera, Bill Mueller on the play-by-play. You've been watching Cyclone basketball on HLTV Channel 15, where it's always great to be a Cyclone.